So I'm back now. We got cut off. I'm Dr. Kelly Martin Schuh, Amazon bestselling author, speaker, and transformational and dating coach for women. And you'll see I have a t-shirt on today. I'm not bossy. I am the queen. And what a bold statement. And I want you to be bold. We have a lot of uncertainty. Leadership is needed more than ever. And if you are a woman listening, we as a world need you. We need you to listen to your intuition. We need you to own your authentic voice and to step into collaboration, step into love, because the old patriarchal ways of putting profits before people is dying right in front of us. And so, for me, when I think about what does it mean to be a queen, some women hear that and they're put off by that. And I want to thank Kathleen Caldwell, shout out to her. She gave me this t-shirt. And I remember when I first put it on, it was like, whoa, it seems so bold. I'm not bossy, I'm the queen. Hello, Alexandra, to really step into owning myself as a queen. And in metaphor, each and every one of you women, whether you're single or partnered or married, it doesn't matter. You all have special gifts and talents, and we need you more than ever to stand into your leadership. I remember in my book writing about the intuition that animals have. And you'll hear stories about, fires or earthquakes, and things happening before these catastrophic events happen. The animals, what do? They seek higher ground. Now, one might say, well, how the heck do they know to do that? It's because they listen. And this is a profound time of listening to your inner calling, listening to your heart's desires, listening to your preferences. A great example of that is there's the movie where Julia Roberts plays the part, and she has the runaway bride. She has gotten so close several times to getting married, and they call a reporter down, Richard Gere, and they bring him down, and he's supposed to investigate the runaway bride. Well, in this investigation, if you haven't seen the movie, it's a fantastic movie. They fall in love, and then she has a wake-up call, and she calls it off because she realizes she doesn't know herself. And I'll never forget the point where she really realizes she doesn't even know the way she likes her eggs. And I use this as an example because in the movie, when she says, I don't even know how I like my eggs, is whatever guy she would be with, she would begin to order her eggs the way he liked them. So if he liked his eggs, she ordered her eggs poached or scrambled or whatever. And she realized she reached a point after running away for the nth time, right, that she had a responsibility for her to figure out her preferences, to figure out her heart's calling, what she really, really wanted. And so there's a scene where she has eggs cooked in all different ways, and she decides how she likes her eggs. So what does this have to do with us? Ladies, for you to step into the inner queen, allow that inner queen to rise. I want you to know, how do you like your eggs? What are your preferences? Have you been denying yourself of the simple pleasures in life? This COVID-19 and this pandemic is causing so many to slow down. And for many, this is really, really challenging. But as you slow down, you can begin to hear the whisperings of voices that you may have long forgotten. You may have forgotten what joy comes from watching a sunset, or the funny gratitude that I have for this week was yesterday. I was online looking for a spiraled ham for Easter, and a lot of spiraled ham, everyone was sold out. And so I found myself, I had a half hour between a ton of clients, and I had a half hour to see if I could go get the spiral ham. And I was just overjoyed when I was able to get one of, there were only a couple spiraled hams left. So it's like the pure joy of, something so simple, knowing that I will be able to provide for my family on Easter Sunday. And oh, by the way, Easter is here, a time of rebirth. So stepping into your inner queen, allow yourself to rebirth yourself during this time. Maybe you have been laid off of a job, or maybe this crisis has caused a breakup. Maybe you're single and just feeling all alone, and you just so want connection. Use this time to really get more in touch with your heart's desire, with that inner queen. If the world were your kingdom and you've just been given the keys, and I'll call it your queendom. If you were just given the keys to your queendom, what would you do? How would you live differently? What would you be a stand for? And these are the things to ponder during this great pause. And if you're on the front line, your healthcare provider, right, or you're providing services, the necessary services, maybe you're a driver for Amazon, or you're serving us in grocery stores so that we can get our basic needs met, I just want to thank you so much, because you're stepping into the collaboration of it, what it means. We are all interconnected. There's no way that you are truly all alone. You are never all alone. We are one. We are one organism. And we're starting to see how the little things, the little gestures, impact the whole. And so I invite you today to take the keys to your queendom and allow that inner queen to rise. As I said, the old ways are falling apart. Even your relationship to money. If you're in scarcity right now and maybe you have very little or nothing in the bank account, look for the abundance that's around you. And by acknowledging the abundance, nature is so abundant. You plant the seed and that seed begins to grow. And before you know it, you have flowers or you have food. And hello, Arnie. And our abundance is our natural state. And so you will not be forgotten as you are struggling in maybe one area, like maybe in finances. You will stay focused on the greater abundance of things. Own your gifts, and it will rebalance. We will get our way back to normal, but it is my hope is that it's a new normal. It's a new queendom where we collaborate, we connect, we're able to own all of our stuff, all of our shame, bringing light to it. You're enough, you are whole, you are a queen. And so if you're feeling resonance with this message today and you are ready to allow the queen to rise, to own your queendom, to figure out what does your queendom look like, then I invite you, take a picture of yourself and just put it in the comments below, and let us just love up on you and remind you, how amazing you are. Be willing to stand in your queendom power, whether you're in a t-shirt or your PJs or you're decked out. It doesn't matter what you look like. Take a stand today to stand in your queendom, to allow the queen to rise, to really start to feel the abundance and to know that you are enough, that we are all connected, we are going to get through this, and it requires your full participation. So with that being said, be sure to snap a shot, a picture of yourself, put it in the comments. Hello, Alexandra. Amen to that. And let's own our feminine power, ladies. And I'll be joining you every week, same time, same place. Be sure to like this Facebook post and share it with friends, share it with family members so that they too can own their inner queen as she rises.